Hi, do you know that sometimes you may be walking about in all your innocence without realizing that you're walking into enemy territory? It's not everyone who smiles at you that likes you. Behind that exciting gift may be thoughts to trap you. It's not every open door that you should step into. It's not every ground that is suitable to dig for wealth. Some grounds are minefields. This is still Seeking God's Heart. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already by clicking the red subscribe button below. I dislike rats, creeping things, and I think many of you do too. So please, pardon me up front, because today's video is based on the story of a rat. Some time back, a plumber came to do some work in the house. He dug a hole in the wall and somehow left without sealing it up properly. That evening, I stepped into the kitchen and I was horrified to see this rat boldly running around. I quickly called all the guys in the house. They searched and searched. They couldn't find it and they were not able to kill it. You know how rats know how to hide. But me, I was determined. I wasn't going to share my house with any rat. For that rat, my home had become enemy territory, and I decided it was not going to live alive. The next day, I got a metal mouse trap, a glue board, and some rat poison. The first night, I set the glue board and nicely decorated it with a delicious piece of freshly smoked dried fish. The next morning, I was so sure I was going to find that rat glued to the board. But can you imagine that both the board and the fish had disappeared? I realized I was dealing with a very wise rodent here. Over the next 3 days, suffice it to say that we tried all means possible to get this rat. It included all kinds of delicacies: fresh bread, chicken, plantain, dried meat, and so on. But at each point, the trap would remain and the food would be missing. The rat was obviously becoming very comfortable and having a great, lovely time at our expense. But finally, on day 4, I brought in an expert who had the wisdom to tie the piece of food to the metal trap with a tough string. And voila, the next morning, we had our dead rat. So what's the moral of this story? Number 1, there's a place God doesn't want you to be, but you are there because of some benefits, and you think you're wise enough to handle any issue. Don't be too sure. 2, you may have handled an ungodly situation before and you're thinking or even bragging, is it not me? I've done it before, I'll do it again and I'll get away with it. Don't be too sure. You may be getting all kinds of free gifts easily from the wrong source, and you even begin to think it's your right because you're smart. Think again. Because some gifts, are just to make you let down your guard. You may even be getting away with sin. You're breaking the law, immorality, corruption, and you think that no one sees you. Don't be too sure. That rat didn't know there was a higher power plotting its destruction when it decided to convert my house to its base. Lastly, you may be thinking, everyone is doing it and getting away with it. That's a risky way of thinking. Yoruba people will say, Ojo gbogbo ni tole, Ojo kan ni toloko. Every day is for the thief, one day is for the farmer. If God has not sent you there, please, what are you doing there? Your enemies are smart and they are ready to destroy, especially when you don't even know that they're your enemies and you don't know what is on their mind. Samson was one of the strongest men ever. He kept going into enemy territory to fraternize with their women. And one day they got him. The saddest thing was that he didn't even know that God had left him. 1 Peter 5:8 says, "Be sober-minded, be watchful, because your adversary the devil, he's going round like a lion looking for someone to devour. He will not devour you in Jesus' name." But please be careful. Not all that glitters is gold. Not every gift or relationship adds to your life. Never ever go where God's presence will not go with you. God bless you and see you soon.